perfect auditorium here. It's absolutely fantastic. We have got quite a few members of the Atlantis crew here, who are all outside the door at the moment. So what I'm going to do is just give them all a big call in now to come in. So can you through a little interview at this time, there's so many of you. What I'm going to do is start and throw, get those questions out from the audience. We've usually got about 20-25 minutes. So has anybody got any questions that they'd like to ask the panel? Anyone at all? Thank you.
There's a spin-off series about my diary.
Some science experiments.
So, yeah.
Unfortunately, the BBC decided they were going to cancel it. But they chose to do it after we'd finished filming series 2. So, unsatisfactorily for everybody, it's open-ended. So, you know, there's no real conclusion to the story in this season, which may be a good thing because it leaves the door open to do more. But whether that will happen or not, we don't know. Sorry.
Do you want to stand up so we can see you? It's a big open. There we go.
Girls we just discussed the whole season 3 as it stands. Would you ever consider getting back together to continue in audio? Because something that was involved with particularly feeling got this food when that was on there. Is that what you do?
Jack does have a face for radio.
I don't think we'd ever get anywhere done because it's too much fun.
Yeah.
I think it would be literally impossible because we'd be giggling every 2 seconds.
Yeah, if we were given the option of you can act but no one can see what you're doing. That's the only thing keeping us professional is it's being recorded.
We wouldn't have to wear the silly togas and put the dirt on us.
I still would though.
You still would? I'm completely naked.
Yeah. You'd be completely naked.
Poor Mark.
Could he keep his hat on?
It's not a bad idea, though.
Do you want to stand up so we can see you?
I'm really gutted why you killed the producer.
Yeah.
I know!
Thank you!
I was shocked to tell you that. Why?
You all saw last night's air. For those of you that didn't see last night's air.
Okay, hands up, let's get some more questions going here.
No, I don't know what it means, so...
So do you mean put it in another TV show, but it has to be the character?
Yeah.
I'm using Vikings because I do have a Vikings. Yeah.
A producer in Breaking Bad. I know quite what she did.
She is the danger.
She'd be useful.
Selling venom extraction or something.
I put my fingers in clueless.
EastEnders. Oh, but you'd be so funny.
What?
You're funny.
I didn't really think clueless.
I don't know where Hercules is. Emmerdale.
Trolleyed. Yeah. Still get this best part of Atlantis. I get to work with you and you can just hang you out. No, I'm joking. Yeah, trolleyed. Yeah. Hollyoaks. Oh, I like Vikings as well. Yeah.
I think it'd be great on Emmerdale, wouldn't it? That cow's got out again. It'd be brilliant, brilliant. Any other questions, gentlemen?
What's the best memory that each of you have from your time?
Times the vlog that make it, you mean, or
The best and worst.
When did that not
We'll all have like favourite memory from your time.
I think for me, actually, sitting up in Morocco, sitting under the tents that they've got up, eating biscuits, in the middle of the desert, with all these guys, and just like mucking around, and then realising that we were working, not Sunday, it was quite nice memory.
Yeah. That was good. Yeah, no, probably Morocco. Both times, probably second series, I think.
Mine wasn't there.
Jemima wasn't there, and Amy was. No, it was good. We had a day, the three of us, that we had to crawl out of a river, which was good fun. And you kept saying, no, you didn't want to go in. No, we were worried about leeches. That was it. We were like, what about leeches or snakes? And then I'd just go in and then, yeah, crawling out of the river, that was a fun day. Yeah. I quite like that, even though we smelled like pond water. Yeah, I don't know why.
Horrible day.
Oh, I like that. Okay, the days on horses, they were also good. Yeah. Yeah, Morocco was very fun.
yeah, I'd probably say horses as well, but I can't negotiate a horse. Whereas these guys, at least I was like, how do you start this thing?
I think it's not so much a specific, but I think what I'll miss is the kind of camaraderie that you have with a bunch of people that you work with for a couple of years, and the fact that it was a lot of fun is helps make the working day fly by.
Yeah, we laughed a lot.
There was a lot of laughter.
Yeah.
Some of it inappropriate. But you know,
You're trying to do a serious scene, you got these two on the side going, he can't act! Next question.
Hands up, next question. Oh, I think you were quickest then. Do you have a question?
You wanted to know how Jason went from 2014 to Atlantis.
Ah, yes. Well, in the very first episode, I went down in a submarine to search for the remains of my father's submarine, because my father worked in ships, and that, because he'd gone missing 15 years earlier. And it was only down in the submarine as I found the remains of his sub that I was then taken through what I'm assuming is a portal, which washed me up on the shores of Atlantis, which is interesting because I know a lot of people always think that Jason's from the future. I actually don't think that's it. I think it's an alternate universe. That's what I always told myself. Otherwise, I found another remains. I don't think he went back in time. I think he just went somewhere else. What's interesting is that was never then revisited in the show, but I think that might have been on the cards to be revisited had there been a third series.
That was the question though, he actually asked, how do you go from 2014 to Atlantis? I think it's a rhetorical question, isn't it? It's such a
Yes.
I don't know, I wouldn't underestimate.
Hands up, some more questions. Yep, lady here.
What's the largest exercise you've ever seen in fallacy?
I never want to see any of this.
For me, I've got a cushion up my top because I'm going to pretend.
Busy with the baby. Rob and I invited ourselves to Mark's house yesterday. Yeah, he goes, "Hey, we're coming to yours for a barbecue." So I imagine, even between, so I remember like the day after Series 1 had finished, we finished filming, I was back in London. My doorbell went and I opened my door and it was him going, "Hi, you want to hang out?" I'm in. And he never left, but yes, there's your spin-off show! Yeah, I imagine we will. I mean, we still talked to Sarah and Aisha, and, you know, and it was great seeing Clive and Emma today, but definitely us, the core cast. Yeah, no doubt, we'll talk for the next couple of months.
Yeah, and then, like, you'll go on to other jobs and then it's like, have the same relationship as well.
Yeah.
It hasn't got that kind of deep mind.
Yes, I want something here.
It wasn't really a question, but it was just lovely to see Robert turn up on Chuckle Duster on your live stream.
Yes.
Any plans for any sort of future involvement?
Well, I haven't spoken to him. I mean, that genuinely, I didn't. For anyone that doesn't know, Chuckle Duster is an online and live improv show that I do, that I did last Monday. For the first time, it was streamed live across the internet. And it's a lot like Whose Line Is It Anyway? Midway through a game, Rob's face showed up on the screen at the back for something he pre-recorded that I had no idea was going to happen. And I was mid-performance, and that totally threw me off. Yeah, to be halfway through, and then a phone rang and went, "As improv is, you accept." So I was like, "Just excuse me while I answer that, hello." And then there was Rob's face, and it went down a storm. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't know what to say, but yes, you're more than welcome to come back. You just have to audition.
Because my fee is quite high.
I can afford some bagels.
Yes? Yes?
Will you guys still be doing Comic-Con?
Yes!
Yeah.
So, yeah.
As long as they ask.
Yeah. So in 50 years.
Comic-Con Bognor Region.
What branches of mythology would you like to see Atlantis explore?
What do you mean, other than Greek mythology? Oh, within Greek mythology. Ah, that's good. I mean, for me personally, obviously, and I think I can say now, this is where, I don't might give away too much. The Jason of the Argonauts story, the Golden Fleece, picking up the Argonauts, I think great. The character of Achilles, I think was going to come in. I can say that, that's not giving anything away. That was pretty much a definite. That they would have been my choices.
I'm happy not to kill my kids.
That's what I was looking for, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a really dark episode. Yeah. And also, I'm going to answer twice because you're not saying anything. The sinking of Atlantis, the thing I really want to know that the producers held back, would have liked to see how they were going to do that. My guess is they weren't going to shy away from that. I think that was the ultimate finale that was coming, even though that's not technically Greek. Sorry, but yeah, that would have been what I would have liked to have seen.
We already have a Cassandra.
Yes.
Cassandra was in Mythology's first telling the truth, but nobody believes it. It's just, do not go to war, you will all die. And they go, yeah.
And Icarus came into the story last night as well. And the Icarus storyline is visited with a twist.
Next questions?
So, what have you got lined up once Atlantis is over in terms of like the series?
It is over. We haven't filmed it for months. It's over. No, yeah, once it's over, yeah. I mean, I'm doing a 3-part BBC thing as well. If I'm not doing that, I'm just hanging around my underwear.
At my house.
I'm doing a feature in London at the moment, kind of then in my spare time I'll be hanging out with these guys. In my underwear.
I'm filming it all.
I'm working, I might have mentioned this before, I'm working on something that my brother wrote. It's a musical called 27, which ties up the themes of the 27 Club, which was Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Dennis Joplin, although it's none of their stories. And also, talking of Greek mythology, that's tied into it as well. It's the story of Orpheus from Greek mythology. If anyone knows that, but a modern retelling. And I'm doing that in June in my underwear. Yeah.
It's going to be sold out tomorrow. Now it's sold out.
Unfortunately, I'm in it in my underwear. It's all a bed of roses.
Definitely sold out.
What are you doing, Jemima?
I'm gonna have a baby. And then I don't know. Because no one will look for it. I have no underwear when I'm
Oh, and I've just shot a pilot in LA and just waiting to see if I get arrested for that. So yeah, we'll wait to see if that happens.
Should have left the underwear on though. Next question.
Comedy improv? Yes, I would do. I love comedy. It tends to be the thing that I'm drawn to. I would have made Atlantis funny. Yeah, do it properly. But yeah, I imagine so. Funny enough, this isn't being recorded here, is it? I did a workshop the other day with all the cast of United We Fall for a play called Not Moses, which is a comedy, but I won't do that because it was terrible. It was, we all knew it was terrible, we were just there for fun. But yeah, I'd love to do something like United We Fall again, but we'll see what comes of it.
We should have mentioned the live Periscope session before we started. Any other questions out there? Oh, yeah, got one here.
I told you, right? I told you had a big level.
didn't realise it was going to be quite so divisive.
Marvel.
Yes. Yes.
Anyone else?
After you finish drinking that, Robert.
It's done, not probably a friendship with Jason. He's got signed.
She's a badass.
Something that I like that actually comes up in the next few episodes is I always like the fact that Jason is, he's very moral and he always tries to do the right thing. And I think, to a point that has been made easy for him up until now. He's always very sure of what the right thing to do is. But in the next few episodes, that changes. I don't think he stays so black and white. It goes into a grey area where I think he has a weakness that even he doesn't know about, which is another character that comes into it. And it puts him in a light that he's not been seen in the episode so far. And I like that sort of humanises him in a way. So that's a bit of a convoluted answer because I can't give too much away. But yeah, another character in it sort of changes who Jason is as a person. And I think that's a surprise even to him. And I liked that.
Thanks,
You're welcome.
love for Hercules.
It's really awkward if you don't say the same thing.
Well, I like the fact that Hercules is a bit of an idiot. Only a little bit, but doesn't really think things through. He's the thinker. Hercules does things and then realises afterwards, I probably shouldn't have done that. But
Strange because it wasn't on the page.
that's my gift.
Guys, we got time for a couple more questions. If we, yeah.
If you could play any of the characters in Atlantis, who would it be? I completely see what they do. Oh, yeah. I'm dead interested to know if you could play any of the
Pacifier.
You'd be an excellent pacifier.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Hercules, so I can drink and eat as much as I want.
That was mine.
Medea. For reasons I'm not going to say. No, just I think she's an interesting character. No, I just think she's an interesting character. Again, two sides to her. I think she'd be fun to play. And I like the whole Medea backstory.
Hercules. Hercules. Yeah. When I read it, having been offered the producer, I read it and I was Hercules.
When I read it, I thought, Hercules? Who would... It's a tricky one, actually. I'd give Pythagoras a try. I don't think I could play Jason. All right, go on, I'll give it a go.
It's not that
Naked on the beach.
I just make it look fun.
I'd like to see your oracle.
Yeah.
With like hair and feet and nice little
Brilliant.
A giant bull tattoo on his back.
It's you again.
Or in the GS corset.
We got time for one last question.
What's your favourite episode of Atlantis you want?
Great question.
Touched by the Gods Part 1. I can't really remember what it's about. I really can't.
You had the amazing angels. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, when you go to the heart.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, those reasons.
Well, I quite like last night's episode.
Yeah.
I watched it. I think it's good. I thought it was brilliant.
Both of you.
Last night's was my favourite that we've ever done so far, just because everything that happens in it. That would probably remain my favourite, but episode 11, I just remember, I don't know if I was just really tired, it was the end of filming, I just remember reading the script and being like, oh my god! Yeah, and it like, I think it brought me to, I was very tired, but I think I did cry reading it.
Well, basically.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see how episode 11 turns out. I think that might turn out to be my favourite. But so far, last night's definitely the
Yeah. I say last night just because it was, yeah, there was so many big things happened. And it like the meatiest scenes and yeah, obviously I didn't like the endings.
I suppose it was a bit like I said, so yeah, and it's a combination of a storyline that was set up so early on in series 1, like Jason being told that there would come a time he would have to kill Medusa. and the fact that you thought so much times that that won't happen, and then when you see how it comes play, so yeah,
Yeah, no, I think that last episode is you know, for all the commentary, it's the heartbreaking stuff. That is really,
Yeah, the scenes were given time to breathe.
yeah.
The episodes coming up are brilliant. Do, I'm sure you will, but do watch it because it really is fantastic. It really does get captured.
yeah, there might not be a massive, it might not be rounded up nicely at the end, but I don't think that harms it. I think so we were all very proud, more so of this year than last year. It just, in every way, especially, I mean, obviously there's money given to it, but comparatively with its American counterparts, you think of some of the shows like Vikings, like Game of Thrones and stuff. I mean, the budget is non-existent compared to them, but they're the people we're competing with. And I only say that because, you know, apart from us, the crew, and the people working behind it, I think that was part of the reason we loved the last year so much. It was so lovely, and the producers, Johnny and Julian, had built this crew up over 25 years, and you just don't get that in our industry. You don't get families like that, and you know, when the money isn't all there and you're trying to do special effects and storylines that are that big, it then requires people, you ask a lot of people, and everyone put their neck on the line and went out and were pushed to the extent of their talents. And that's, yeah, absolutely. Being paid in bagels. And I think that's, maybe that's only me when I watch it feeling so much for it, but I know how much the 120 people in that crew put into it. And I do think, despite it not all being rounded up, these last few episodes, they're good storytelling. They're as good as this country has to offer for Saturday night entertainment, regardless of not coming back. And yeah, I think we're proud of it. So if you can watch it, please do, and I hope you like it.
Ladies and gentlemen.